Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review we are looking at the DC Universe Classics Collect and Connect TRIGON, or TRIGON, or however you want to pronounce it. If you like the character, you might like the figure. I personally hate the character, so I might be a little bit biased here. I'll try to keep my bias out of it, but I really don't like this character, so it might seep through a little bit. I don't know. There are some definite good things about this guy, though. So he comes with his staff. There's no paint on it, but it's kind of a pearly white metallic. So it looks kind of cool, and it's got a, whatever that is, I don't know. He is decently sized, I guess. He's about 9.5 inches tall, and compared to a standard figure, he's about that big. So he's got some size to him. He has some nicely sculpted parts. I think this is a reused gauntlet from Despero, or maybe Despero used it from him. I don't remember anymore. Some of the parts might be borrowed, but for the most part he's got some unique stuff. He's got this kind of a loincloth thing with the little skull on it. He's got this collar piece back here which is sculpted pretty well, and it does have decent paint work. Now, they didn't sculpt his boots, which I think would have made a big difference. It would have looked much nicer. The paint's not bad, but it doesn't look great that way. And then he's got this cloth cape, which is a really nice... Why does my phone keep thinking I'm talking to it? I said cloth cape. Anyway. Stupid technology. He's got this metallic, shiny cloth cape, which looks really cool, and it has a wire running through it, which is really cool, except for the fact that the wire does not go all the way up. It stops right here, so the cape is just flaccid. So any posing you do is going to be rendered useless, other than just curling the bottom a little bit, which isn't going to help that much. I mean, it'll give you a little bit of posability, but it's still going to be no good because you can't make the cape like windswept or anything. So that's a major fail. And it's pretty ugly the way they did that. Could have been done much better. Okay, so the last thing we need to talk about is the head sculpt. Technically speaking, the sculpt is a good sculpt. There's lots of little details, and the paintwork is good on top of it. His little horns are soft, so don't worry about that going over. You can straighten that out if you have an issue. But the way they did it, he looks really kind of weak and, I don't know, like a prune. He should look a little bit more menacing, I think, and less like a dried up vampire. So I don't know. It could be better, I think, but it's not horrible. As far as articulation goes, we're pretty good. The head looks down, looks up, side to side, no problem. Shoulders are pretty standard. Biceps swivel is standard. Elbow hinge is standard. Wrist hinge, standard, nothing special. He can hold his staff in that hand, no problem. This hand I wouldn't even try because it's not meant for it. Ab crunch works just fine. Waist twist is fine. This is a separate piece, so you can spin that independently if you want to. For the hips, they all work normally. Nothing new there. Thigh swivel. Knee hinge. Mine was stuck, but it's okay now. Ankle hinge and an ankle rocker. So he's got a pretty decent spread of articulation. I should point out the red does have shading throughout the entire figure, so it makes him look a little bit better. And we do have shading throughout the grays, and some of the parts are just gray and some of them have the metallic on there. I don't know if you can see that or not on camera, but it's decent. So the figure, if you're a TRIGON fan, go ahead and pick it up. It's not bad by any means. I just wish those few things that were kind of an issue weren't there, and then maybe even I would like the figure, even though I hate the character. Now it's, for me, just a decent average figure. This is sculpted in, by the way, so that's not coming off anytime soon, just in case you were wondering. So there it is, guys. There's TRIGON. Get it if you like TRIGON. If you don't like him, then it's probably not worth picking up because it's not particularly impressive. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.